Good morning, third grade. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is Friday, February 14th, 2020. We have a 3-day weekend coming up, but first, we have a fun-filled day of learning, so let's check out our agenda for today. Homeroom, always and forever. All right, let's do B today. So again, very similar, especially today since it's our last day of the week. Spelling. You have your test today, so you can play the game Spelling Bee to review and then take the test. Vocabulary, you have your quiz. Reading, you are doing a worksheet on main idea and details. Grammar, you are reading text and doing a self-check. Writing, you are reading some text, and then you're going to practice your discussion, then reflect, and you have your independent reading worksheet. Math, you have a quiz that's for both classes, and science, you are wrapping up your 6E. Learning Lab today, 1 to 4 at the Martinsburg Community Library. Stop one out for homework help, to chat, and to have some fun with Valentine's activities. And if you come out, you will get some special Valentine treats. All right, Friday. Did it not? Oh, I don't know why it's not sticking anymore. So, today's morning work is Fun Friday. So, be a super you. These are random acts of kindness suggestions. Today, your assignment is to do one random act of kindness. This is just a suggestion list. If you have something else, you can do that. But do something kind today for someone since it's Valentine's Day. And I will put that in there since it didn't stick. All right, so today is our last day of the week. By Sunday, you have a reading quiz, a grammar quiz, a spelling test, a vocabulary quiz, natural disaster discussion, independent reading worksheet, and your weekly work, which is your journal entry, your fluency, and your graphic organizer. For your quizzes and tests, you have 2 attempts available. All right, today is 23.5. You have your spelling test, your vocabulary quiz, your graphic organizer for reading, your natural disaster discussion for writing, and your independent worksheet, and submitting all of your weekly work. All right, so today is your spelling test. You can practice any way you see fit. There's a spelling bee game here, and then you will take the test. You can either print out the worksheet, use a Google Doc, handwrite, whatever works for you. Vocabulary quiz. For reading, you're going to complete this graphic organizer. So this week you read the story Natural Disasters. It was nonfiction. So that means everything was true and it had facts. So you're going to choose one section for natural disasters. So that could be volcanoes, tsunamis. Pick one section. And you're going to write down the main idea, which would be, for example, tsunamis. And then you're going to write 3 details to support it. So 3 facts about tsunamis. So this is an activity to organize your thoughts. All right, and then grammar, you are going to practice editing today. So you will read this passage, or you can listen and follow along, and then make the necessary edits, and then self-check. For writing, so this week we've been practicing gearing up for a discussion. Today you're actually going to put that into practice. So this says with a partner. You can see about pairing up with a peer if you'd like, or you can practice with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, whoever you have is totally fine. So there are a few things you want to keep in mind when you're discussing. You want to wait for the person who is speaking to stop talking before you begin. You don't want to interrupt them. Acknowledge what the other person just said, by making a comment or asking a question about it. So this proves that you were listening. So if I said, I like blueberries, they are juicy and delicious, you should say something along the lines of, yes, I like blueberries too, or no, I do not like blueberries, and not just go, well, puppy dogs are the best. Because that doesn't follow what I just said. So were you listening to what I said? So keep that in mind. And this goes in with number 3, listen attentively when the other person is speaking. Make sure you're listening. So you're going to find your graphic organizer that you've used the past couple of days and use your notes to help you practice this discussion. And if you get stuck and you're not sure what to say next, your questions might be able to help you out. Then you're going to complete this self-check here. Independent reading, as always, take a half an hour to sit and read a book and then reflect on it. Okay, math, for math A, you are taking your problem solving method quiz. By Sunday, I need your lesson notes and your learn and apply notes and the quiz. For math B, you have a quiz as well on making change, and I will need that as well as your lesson notes turned in to me by Sunday. This week we did not have social studies, we had science. And remember, you were to watch the video that walked you through everything, then complete the lesson and submit very specific things, which I'll get into. And this is a grade, so it is required, but if you complete it in full, you will also get a frog for the Leap into Learning contest. So if you click on any of these links, it'll take you to the same thing. And today's the Elaborate and Express section. So you should already watch the video. You should have already completed Engage, Explore, Explain, and Evaluate. And today you're going to do Elaborate and Express. For Elaborate, you're going to visit these free websites to take a deeper dive into conservation and the 3 R's. Then you're going to list at least 5 ways you can protect the environment at home. You're going to learn about that in these links here. So 5 ways you can protect the environment at home. Then you're going to try at least 1. Then share how you can help protect the environment by doing it continuously. You may submit a drawing with a brief description or a paragraph summary. And then the Express, the self-assessment is for you. You do not have to turn that in, but you do have to turn in the reflection. What is one thing that you can take away from this lesson? So by Sunday, for a grade as well as for a frog, you have to submit to me 3 things. The explain section, which is defining the 3 terms given and providing an example of each. Elaborate, which is the list of 5 ways that you can help the environment at home, and either a drawing with a brief description or a paragraph. And the Express, just the reflection section. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, free day weekend, and maybe I'll see you later at the Martinsburg Community Library, 1 to 4.